Yeah, I want to welcome every one of you joining us this evening from different parts of the world for this distinguished geography lecture series being anchored by the Institute of Certified Geography of Nigeria. This is a distinguished geography lecture that is meant to spotlight our fellow certified geographer awardee. And today we have Dr. Ibanga, who will be speaking to us on the theme from Earth observation to spatial intelligence. The geographers, empowering geographers for national transformation. And it's going to be an exciting one. We have the distinguished chair of the Geographers Lecture Series, Professor Precious Ede, who is the pioneer and former head of Geography and Environment at Rivers State University, Bolu Ororukwo, Port Harcourt. And he is also currently the Director Academic Planning, Rivers State University. He is a distinguished professional geographer and the chair of this geography lecture series. I want to hand over to him. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Victor Sunday, for putting together this event. I am highly excited about it because, like you rightly pointed out, I am a professional geographer. I have all my qualifications in geography, and I would like to offer my services to promote the teaching and learning of geography and the practice of geography whenever I am called upon. Today's event that has the theme from Earth observation to spatial intelligence is very apt. It is very apt in the sense that geographers nowadays have been sidelined by some other disciplines. And when we talk about spatial science, there are a whole lot of other disciplines like urban and regional planning, surveying and geomatics that have forayed into the field. But we know that this is an original geography domain, and the Institute of Certified Geographers of Nigeria, through the effort of Dr. Victor Sunday, have been pushing very hard to make geography remain in the limelight through events such as this. I want to commend your tireless effort. Our distinguished lecturer today, Dr. Obot Ibanga, is also a pleasure to meet him because we need to network and share knowledge and rub minds to be able to meet the requirements of the practice of geography in the 21st century. So thank you very much. I want to welcome all the participants who were able to make it. I want to commend them for finding time to be with us. I have no doubt, like the opening remark of Dr. Victor Sunday said, that this will be a very explosive or remarkable experience. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for that opening remark. And we go for the citation of Dr. Obot Ibanga, who is a distinguished geographer and environment development scholar, whose work integrates geospatial analytics, climate change research, environmental management, and social development. He has contributed significantly to Nigeria's emerging geospatial science ecosystem through cutting-edge research on methane emission, air quality vulnerability mapping, and climate-induced risks across urban and rural communities. Dr. Ibanga has authored influential peer-reviewed publications with growing international visibility, currently cited by scholars globally with an index of 4 points. He is also a dedicated educator, curriculum developer, and research leader, and the founder of the Environment and Development Research Institute. His work continues to advance sustainable development, evidence-based policy, geospatial innovation, and community resilience across Nigeria and beyond. And here we want to welcome Dr. Ibanga to talk to us on his theme from Earth observation to spatial intelligence, empowering professional geographers for national transformation. Over to you, Dr. Ibanga. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for this great privilege that has been given to me to deliver a lecture to mark the award of a fellow of professional geographers of Nigeria. I want to specifically appreciate the chair of today's occasion, Professor Ede. You are a father indeed. Let me also thank the national moderator and the coordinator, Dr. Sunday. He is the engine room of this great organization. Let me also appreciate people who have, in spite of their busy schedule, have found time to identify with this lecture. Thank you very much. Without having much to say, let me stand on the existing protocol while I start my lecture. Today's lecture is titled From Earth Observation to Spatial Intelligence, Empowering the Professional Geographer for National Transformation. Why do we need spatial intelligence, and why? Why now? We can see across government and market, spatial has been, one second. Please, can we see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. Spatial has shifted from the traditional mapping systems to decisions. Nations that connect Earth observation data to institutions.
No. I'm around.
Budgets and regulations are already extracting measurable economic and social returns for more efficient agriculture to lower disaster losses and better credit and insurance pricing. The geospatial economy is scaling quickly. Recent market studies and policy reports point to triple-digit billion values in the US alone and steep global growth driven by cheap sensors, cloud computing, and surging demands for geospatial intelligence across civil and commercial domains. Yet, data abundance does not really equal impact. Spatial intelligence is the ability to tax, integrate, assure, analyze, and act on multi-source geospatial data with governance and ethics built in. In other words, they go as a long way to turn raw pixel into policies, budgets, and services that citizens feel. The UN IGF exists precisely to help countries to build capabilities, strategies, legal, institutional, data, standards, and innovations, in addition to capacity, so that geospatial becomes a national infrastructure. Hypothesis. My hypothesis in this paper is, if Nigeria invests in professional geographer as a cross-sector integrators who is able to link Earth observation, statistics, finance, and regulations, then spatial intelligence becomes a flywheel for national transformation in food systems, climate resilience, health security, and even in the digital economy. Let us explore Earth observation to spatial intelligence with particular focus on programs, platforms, and standards. If you want to look at the Landsat and Copernicus alone, Landsat, we now have Landsat 9, extends a 5-decade calibrating land imaging, recording from the land imaging records, fundamental to change detection, environmental accounting, and national monitoring. Copernicus Sentinel, particularly the optical S2 and radar S1, deliver free, high-incidence imagery suited for agriculture, floods, coastal change, and infrastructure stability. These alone open programs, anchor national and commercial analytic ecosystems. Taking a look at Africa delivery, when we are talking about Digital Earth Africa, this translates to open Earth observation archives. For example, Landsat Sentinel into decision-ready product for African users with hands-on use cases in area of the coast, water, land, and agriculture, and growing regional funding partnerships, including documented Nigerian engagement. For ministries and local innovators, Digital Africa lowers barriers to impact APIs, notebooks, and ready-to-use analysis data products. National readiness. Taking a look at the nexus between the United Nations, IGF, and the geostatistical framework. The UN IGF offers the blueprint for countries to modernize geospatial governance. It also aligns with statistics, in terms of global statistical geospatial framework and operationalize sustainable development goal. In Africa, the UN, GGIM, and ECA initiative are helping member states to complete IGIF country action plans, convene stakeholder workshops, and integrate geospatial with official statistics. This is exactly the institutional plumbing Nigeria needs for spatial intelligence at scale. What methods does the GeoAI and decision intelligence deploy? But this cannot be complete without first of all knowing what GeoAI is. When I'm talking about GeoAI, it's the nexus between geospatial and artificial intelligence. And it brings into fusion the state-of-the-art machine learning. As we can see, CNN is now using geospatial framework in their news repertoire, even in weather analysis. And this cannot be actualized without availability of Earth observation imagery, Internet of Things, mobility, climate reanalysis. All these boasts classification, prediction, and anomaly detection. Reviews in established journals and other documents shows that there have been rapid advances and real deployment across land cover mapping, crop yield, urban change, health, and radial hazard. Why does this matters? If we combine radar and optical vision with spatiotemporal deep learning and cloud pipelines, GeoAI has the capability to turn noisy multi-sensor streams into operational product. And this can be used for near real-time flood extents, subseasonal yield forecast, malaria risk forecast, road network disruption, and methane hotspot alert, to mention but a few. The frontiers is not accuracy alone, but on trust. That is explainability of the data, ability to clear uncertainty, versioning of the data, and the auditability of the data, which enables procurement-grade products for ministries, regulators, and frontiers. Let's explore some relevant case studies from pixels to public value. Number one, in the area of disaster risk management and flood intelligence. All of us know what happened in 2022 in the Mecca flood, which underlined the need for anticipatory flood intelligence. Sentinel-1, in addition to SAR, enables cloud-penetrating flood mapping. Studies quantify impact and drivers, which include rainfall anomaly and dam releases. A growing number of literature in Nigeria have really applied Sentinel-1 and 2 with machine learning for flood extents. For example, in Bayelsa, Rivers, Borno, and decadal flood mappings with Landsat Sentinel, Fuse, which is ideal for designing parametric insurance, relief logistics, and resilient reconstruction. Let us pause a bit for policy action. If in the next 12 months, the certified geographers can take the issue of Earth observation and spatial intelligence and liaise with appropriate agency There can be established a national flood analytics cell inside NEMA with Sentinel-1 and 2 NLT pipeline, who is able, and they will be responsible for publishing weekly flood bulletin and damage now forecast. There's also the need to formalize data sharing, memorandum of understanding across water resources, agriculture, power, infrastructure, and state, while integrating NFF output into project appraisal and public works scheduling. Then also launch a pilot parametric flood insurance with NICOM, leveraging SAR-derived indices. This is where ICGN members can provide technical due diligence. Let's just look at climate smart agriculture and food security. 8 observation-driven yield prediction and crop mapping, especially when radar is combined with optical sensors with machine learning, can support input targeting, drought assistance, and community logistics. West Africa focused reviews highlight the potential. Nigeria case studies also x-ray how it has been used in the study of rice and other cereals. And it shows the feasibility of sub-seasonal forecasting. Embedding this model in extension services and credit scoring can remove or reduce the risk of smallholders' finance. We drew policy action that might likely span 12 months. Number 1 is to set up a national aid observation crop monitor, where Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, in addition to Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, the CBN, and the 36 states, can publish monthly crop condition and yield outlook. It can also tie the result to grain reserve strategy and import and export triggers. And also require 8 observation-based acreage and loss verification for public input scheme and climate smart subsidies to cut leakages. Then also co-design geospatial data products with farmer cooperative and agri-financial technology providers to expand credit access. Let's look at the health securities, taking malaria risk and service delivery as a case study. Satellite-driven environmental indicators, example, rainfall, surface water, land cover, temperature, and so on, correlate with malaria transmission cycle. Nigeria focus studies, example, that in Akure, in Lagos, and even in Kano, and the Sahelian risk in Jobe illustrate how AI enhanced risk map can derive targeted IRS ITN campaigns, seasonal chemo prevention, and facility readiness. Within this angle, 12 months policy action can focus on creating a geo-health dashboard, fusing Department of Health Services with 8 observation indicators, and also publish risk nowcast ahead of rainy seasons. Then link malaria operation budget to geospatial targeting metrics in terms of coverage area, coverage per hotspot ward, and track results with quarterly spatial audits. And also extend approach to Lassa fever and health surveillance. Let's look at urban infrastructure and land governance. Sentinel imagery and Landsat time series, when they are combined with GeoAI, can effectively monitor informal expansion, heat island, transport accessibility, and compliance with development plans. Coupled with cadastral modernization and IGIF data standard, cities can enforce zoning, optimize right-of-way acquisition, and prioritize green infrastructure. Nigeria and regional studies already demonstrate flood risk stroke urban growth analytics relevant for planning authorities. In terms of policy, there's a need to equip the planning authorities with urban change monitors with the application of quarterly Sentinel-2 classifications, in addition to building footprint and tree canopy, and also tie development control and building permit workflow to spatial compliance check. And also publish urban heat risk map to guide tree planting, cool roof, and hospital search plans. The blue-green economy and coasts. Digital Africa uses cases that shows 8 observations supporting coastal erosion monitoring and water resources accounting. This is particularly critical when we have to do with Niger Delta, which is the resource base of the nation, and even the Gulf of Guinea in terms of planning, particularly fishery, mangrove conservation, pipeline, and coastal infrastructure resilience. Let's look at the rise of spatial finance. Financial institutions increasingly use satellite-derived indicators for climate risk, which climate change assurance and supply chain transparency. Emerging literature and policy reports outline how satellite detects deforestation, methane plumes, illegal mining, and physical climate risk. All this information now constitute material to credit and insurance pricing. For Nigeria, spatial finance can reward compliance operators. It can help in reducing risk in green projects and also enforce environmental covenants or agreement. Let's just look at the policy box with reference to the rise of spatial finance. Nigeria Insurance Commission, Security and Exchange Commission, Central Bank, they can reorganize observation-based indicators, example, fire counts, water use, and vegetation loss, among others, as acceptable evidence in climate risk and ESG disclosures. They should also establish a pilot green bond with 8 observation verification for mangrove restoration and flood resilient transport corridors. Then also establish an 8 observation assurance registry in the form of open metadata audit trials for transparency and combat greenwashing. Building the spatial intelligence state in Nigeria, institutions, talents, and ethics. Let's just look at the institution and data infrastructure. There is need to adopt the UN IGIF to upgrade legal mandate, data sharing, and national spatial data infrastructure with governance for interoperability, quality, and security. There's also the need to prioritize the geostatistical integration so that every statistics is also a map and every map is accountable to official statistics. These align with continental capacity building move as documented by the UN, GGIM, and Africa, including European Commission. Another area is the talents. The professional geographer reimagined. Tomorrow's distinguished professional geographer blends domain fluency, in terms of agriculture, health, energy, and etc. They also master in methodology in terms of Earth observation, utilization of geospatial analytics, in terms of establishing causal inferences. The professional geographer is also masters in product thinking and policy literacy when we talk about procurement, regulations, and fiscal space. Institute of Certified Geographer can therefore standardize competency framework, and continuing professional development around Earth observation and geo AI engineering. If people are specializing in cloud pipeline using Sentinel-1, Sentinel-2 fusion and model governance, capacity can also be built in geostatistics and evaluation. When we are talking about ground control, ground truth, bias, uncertainty, and equity impact. Then another area is geospatial product management. This requires SALS and its cost-benefit analysis. Then also public procurement and regulation for Earth observation services. This has to do with quality and ethics clauses. Ethics, trust, and accountability. Scales require trust. Adopt responsible geo-AI. Declare training data and versions. Quantify uncertainties. Stress test for bias and enforce privacy by design, especially with mobility data. Health and social protection uses demand strict safeguard. Financial uses require market integrity and anti-greenwashing controls. International reviews in health and EO SDG monitor strict, transparent, reproducible workflows and institutional oversight. In this aspect, the professional geographer must ensure ethics, trust, and accountability for it to emerge as a strong pillar in national building. I came up with the 10-point roadmap that professional geographers can leverage to achieve national transformation. 1, there is need to establish IGIF Nigerian Task Force. This will be a task force that will comprise of Institute of Certified Geographers of Nigeria, Office of Accountant General of the Federation, Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, and critical ministry department and agencies, where they will draft a 24-month IGF country action plan, legal mandates, data policies, geostatistical integration, investment plan, and a public catalog of decision-ready products. Action Plan 2, National Earth Observation Product Portfolio. There is need to agree on 12 Tier 1 products to institutionalize in 2026 budget: flood extent crop condition, drought index, coastal change, heat risk, malaria risk, infrastructure encroachment, forest loss, fire risk, solid waste plume detection, shoreline change, and land subsidence. If we use Digital Africa and international examples, this can serve as a quick start. The third point is in the area of food and health early warning cells. Operational unit in NEMA and MPHCDA links SAR and Earth observation feeds to playbooks for pre-positioning relief, vector control, and chemo prevention windows. These should be published weekly so that public will also have access to it. The fourth roadmap is on the area of spatial finance. With Central Bank of Nigeria, Security and Exchange Commission, and Nigerian Insurance Commission, prototype Earth observation verified covenant or mandate or agreement in two sectors, that is agri communities and pipe down or mining, can be deployed. Here, World Bank Oxford guidance can be used for indicator selection and audit trials. The field roadmap is in the area of Geo-AI Talent Accelerator. An AI and an ICGN accredited 9-month program can produce spatial intelligence fellows, both in private and private sector. Curriculum can include Sentinel pipeline, machine learning operations, responsible AI, procurement domains labs, which deals with flood, crop, and malaria. Then also partner with Digital Africa for training content and sandbox data sets. The sixth pathway hangs on standards and quality. There is need to adopt procurement-grade metadata model cards, accuracy uncertainty reporting, and version control. This require independent spatial audits for flagship program. Example, fertilizer subsidies, which is anchored in ICGN principles. Then the seventh roadmap is open geospatial catalog and application API. A national portal exposing analysis-ready ledgers, documentation, and code samples, example that of Python, JavaScript, Google Earth Engine, and the rest. This will focus on reliability and maintainability over shining dashboards. The Air roadmap is in the area of state-level urban intelligence hub. Institute of Certified Geographers can provide state with Earth observation toolkits. This may include land use compliance, flood erosion risk, heat risk, mobility accessibility, and slum upgrading baseline. This can be commenced with one northern and one southern pilot program. Number 9, pathway is Earth observation in physical planning. Institute of Certified Geographers should champion the integration of Earth observation indicators into medium-term and long-term program framework, and also in project appraisal. With this, they can go ahead and publish Earth observation notes with the annual budget. Then the last but not the least is in the area of ethics and public value charter. Institute of Certified Geographer to publish a charter for responsible geospatial practice in Nigeria that will ensure transparency, inclusion, environmental stewardship, and meaningful consent where personal and household data are used so that they won't run into any problem. What professional geographers must mean in IGS next decade. Professional geography in 2026 and above must be mission oriented. The hallmark is not a map or model, but an outcome that has fewer fatalities, higher smallholder incomes, faster immunization coverage, safer pipeline, and cooler cities. This means geographers who can convene ministries, engineers, financiers, and communities by translating Earth observation into enforceable policy and investable pipeline. The DGLS and IGN standards should codify this mission orientation, and reward measurable national impacts. In conclusion, Nigeria can move from sporadic Earth observation projects to a spatial intelligence state by one, adopting the UN IGIF framework, funding a national Earth observation product portfolio, operationalizing GeoAI cells for flood, agriculture, and health sector, then embedding Earth observation in finance and regulation, while also professionalizing talent through IGN, Institute of Certified Geographers of Nigeria. When satellites, softwares, and standards meet institutions and incentive, then Pixel becomes prosperity, while geographers will be the one that will be leading the way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Obot Ibanga, for this exciting and inspiring presentation. We'll hand over to the chair of the DGLS to set the pace. Yeah, Prof, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Okay.
I want to thank the presenter, Obonge Banga, for a very insightful presentation. His presentation has extended knowledge to us in the areas, beyond the areas of traditional application of spatial science by incorporating relevant geographical fields like air pollution, monitoring of diseases, and the related area to be, and how spatial science can apply to such events. I must say that I have been personally enlightened on areas because I'm a climate scientist and I specialize in air pollution. I now know that it will be incomplete for me to go into my field without reference to geospatial data and geospatial tools. At this point, I would like to open the floor. I hope the moderator, Dr. Sunday, can moderate and see to it that other people in the audience have the opportunity to make contributions.
Yeah, thank you, sir. We want to get back to the audience and want to take this opportunity to welcome once again Captain Toby Sowole, who is our ICGN fellow and the MD of Spatial Matrix Nigeria Limited. He was the last distinguished geography lecturer for this distinguished lecture. I also want to welcome Dr. Sobel Efyong, Ak Olukayode, David, Andrew, and then I think I saw Professor Joseph Odo. Is he still in here? I want to welcome you. Oh, that's great. So,
Yes,
oh,
I am.
beautiful. Oh, beautiful. You are welcome.
Thank
Good
you.
to have you here. Thank you for being here on board. Yeah, we want to use the few minutes that is left to have contributions and questions and so on. I've checked on the chat. It looks like there is no question that is dropped here. Maybe we may have contributions and so on. Maybe we'll start from Captain Toby. Do you have any comments? Do you have any contribution to the lecture? Yeah.
Thank you very much. I think that was a
Dr. Obot, you can stop sharing.
Okay.
Yeah, Captain Toby, go ahead.
right. Thank you. Again, my perspective is that as long as we create these channels of conversation, it helps. This is a brilliant topic. Very well that you highlighted a number of useful perspectives. I think that we should keep the conversation going. I will only have a couple of suggestions, which would be that instead of having a word text, that you create slides out of this and you're able to speak to the slides. Otherwise, brilliant topic. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Before we go to Professor Joseph Udo, I think I saw a hand here. Is it Tona Babat? Do you have a contribution or question? Okay, it looks like the hand is already down. Yeah, Prof, do you have any comment, contribution to the lecture?
Yeah, yes, thank you so much, Dr. Victor. I'm so grateful. I'm so glad to be here. I want to thank Dr. Obot Ibanga for insightful lecture, stimulating one for that. Really, to me, it's obvious that the few geospatial professionals, professional geographers that we have are actually underutilized in the country, in getting involved in nation building and a lot of activities that go on. And of course, it's also obvious that we are beginning to see lots of satellite-derived indicators that are becoming available, and even professionals that can handle it. Of course, I can attest to Dr. Ibanga, but that is one of those professionals that can generate a lot of, climatic parameters from satellite imagery. Of course, over the years, I've watched him do that. I've listened to him a couple of times.
Thank you.
But then, generally, there's still this gap between the professionals, in the few professionals that we have in one hand, and the various activities that go on in the Nigerian economy in the other hand. I believe that's where the challenge comes in. How do we bridge this gap between the few professionals that can help and the various sectors in this other side? I believe that's where a forum like this, instead of certificate geographers, professional geographer can come in an institution like this, which means to me that it shouldn't just be mere talk shop in Zoom. There should be efforts made in linking the professionals with policymakers to make a difference, because over the years, you see lots and lots of brilliant young people, professionals, but then they don't have that opportunities to express what they know to help in nation building. I believe Dr. Ibanga Dr. Victor, and the rest. That this kind of lecture should have a way of let's find a way of filtering into policy making bodies so that it wouldn't just be a talk shop, but there should be that opportunities of influencing policies and affecting the lives of what is going on in the society. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Prof. And I want to say congratulations for your professorial appointment or promotion recently. It is a well-deserved promotion. And we wish you, a successful professorial cadre. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming in. Do we still have any comments, any question, any contribution from our audience? Please feel free to speak out. Let's hear you.
Hello.
Yes, yeah, Tona Babatunde, right?
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead. All right.
Yes, I just want to add one or two observation and contribution. I'm a certified geographer fellow, and I'm also I'm a fellow of Institute of Certified Geographer, and also I'm also a town planner by profession.
Okay.
So I attended the program in Abuja in conference. It's an international conference. It's a Nigerian Institute of Town Planner from 27 to 30 of August. And during that program, during that conference, we were saying that the geographer teachers are very short. That geographer teachers are very short in time, and that because of that, they decided to allow economics to replace geography in awarding them to urban planning, which is not a good idea because but since they are short of geographer in all the institution, so I was trying to tell them that if they can partner with this top certified geographer, so they can revive geography in all institution and schools. And I know ICG has been doing that by doing the competition in schools, but we need to do more because geographer is actually dying down. The future is very blink. So I don't know where, because the economy cannot replace geography in a higher institution to get admission. So those are the area I'm looking at if we can revive geography in the higher institution to admission. And this is a platform which I'm also introducing some of my school members because I finished from University of Jos. I studied geography. So I also send it to their platform, others that can join because they're not aware of the institute. But I letting them that this is a registered institute that they should also join. So those are my observations. But I will try to scan and send it to the platform so they can see what the conference is all about to encourage geography in most institutions and to revive it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for that contribution and comments. Any other person? Do we still have more comments? Yes, before we wrap up? We just have a minute to go.
Okay, yes, please. Can we hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Your name?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Okafo. I'm a geospatial specialist, and I'm privileged to work with the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, specifically the Lands Department here in Abuja. So, Mr. Obot, I appreciate your presentation once more. But I'm very concerned about when you talked about urbanization and land governance. I think you are more specific on urbanization, but concerning the land governance, I would like to know how the Earth observation GAI can have an impact when it comes to land governance, specifically the issues of land titling how to track the land records, solving land disputes, or the alternative disputes and resolutions and so on. Because we've been having conferences where we invite other branches and we get to see how we can sensitize them on how to integrate GIS into their land registry. This would help, facilitate this issuance of CFOs, tracking the land records like I mentioned earlier. So I want to see how AIM, this UA can help out in this because, since the government, it has to do with government things. So now we have over 90% of the federal government lands unidentified and even registered. They are not registered. So this is part of the move we're into, with the minister. So I want to see how this can have huge impact and make a difference, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Obot. Can you provide an answer? Are you there?
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, many states have really led the pace in this area. For example, the Abuja GIS, the Edo GIS, Akwa Ibom State have something like Akwa GIS. These are practical steps that are taken to ensure that Geo AI is being integrated, or the benefit offered by GIS and remote sensing being integrated into land governance issues. But a lot needs to be done. But if you look at about, we have 36 states. I'm not sure it's up to 10 that have a GIS infrastructure. So if that is being done, again, the issue lies on the political class, ability to have the political will to implement GIS mapping initiative at the state level. Not that certified geographers are not ready. They are ready. But it's the political will. We know what's going on in our country, and although we are not relenting in our effort, we will still continue to lobby to ensure that geospatial intelligence is fully integrated into urban land governance and regional planning. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Any more question?
Hello?
Yeah, Joshua.
Okay.
Comments, contribution,
Good evening,
question, yeah.
good evening, sir. Good evening, fellow viewers. My name is Town Planner Keme Joshua from Port Harcourt, Rivers State. I'm a private practitioner. My contribution is in geography. I just think the business approach should be utilized in geography, because if we continue to talk about governance and all what have you, if the business approach is not utilized, we will not really get what we are looking for. The body regulating geography should control the business approach to make sure we get something out of it. I think that is my contribution. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for that keyword, business approach. And that's once we take up that, it will help us position us as professionals to take charge of our space and be able to do the right thing and then implement all that is necessary. So if we just take it on academic wise and without looking at it professionally and business wise, then nobody will take us serious. So thank you, Joshua, for that contribution. All right, it's time is already up, and I want to appreciate every one of you joining us at this distinguished Geographers lecture series, being anchored by Dr. Obot Ibanga as the speaker and the fellow awardee. I want to appreciate every one of you, and thank you also, Dr. Obot, for giving us this professionally insightful presentation.
Thank you very
It's
much.
full of it's full of strategies that requires implementation, and I think we can draw out from this paper a position paper, policy paper that will enable us push forward the relevance of geography or geography professionals in Nigeria, because there are lots we can actually bring out. I could see you mentioned about geospatial intelligence fellows program. You mentioned so many other things that we can actually, take up with strategic leadership and national implementation roadmap. You mentioned about standardizing a national Earth observation product portfolio. You also mentioned about establishing a GeoEye-enabled national early warning cells that should, bring up a kind of consortium or collaboration with the different existing agencies in Nigeria. You also mentioned about developing a state-level spatial intelligence hub that will enable us bring down to the state level, to the grassroots level, this is spatial intelligence business, like Joshua mentioned. And then you also mentioned about launching a GeoEye and spatial analytics certification pathway. That's very, very interesting. And I want us to work on that. Let's see what we can actually bring out as specific training programs that will move on GeoEye and spatial analytics so that ICGN can push ahead with that. I think that's a very, very interesting aspect of this GeoEye and spatial analytics certification pathway, because it will certainly help to empower geographers in the country. And you also mentioned about integrating Earth observation and spatial indicators into regulatory and compliance system. And you also mentioned about strengthening ethical and responsible geospatial governance, and then position geographers as core technical advisors in national development planning. Very, very critical. And that is the essence of ensuring that every geographer will see it that from Earth observation to spatial intelligence, we can actually be empowered to be critical actors of sustainable development in different areas of governance in the country. And then you also mentioned about institutionalizing long-term spatial governance system that promotes laws, regulations, and policy instruments. So these are very, very amazing strategic leadership and national implementation pathways. And we have seen it, and we don't just want to drop this paper after now. We want to see how we can put it, or we can start implementing them. The one that requires, coming up with training program, then we'll be able to push it out. The ones that require sending out position paper, to different agencies and so on, we'll be able to do that because that's our responsibility as professional geographers. And so we want the conversation to continue even after this lecture. And I want to appreciate you for coming up with this presentation. Thank you very much, Dr. Obot Ebanga, and congratulations on your fellow awardee. Can we just clap for him?
Thank you very
Everybody,
much.
your digital hand. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Very much.
Congratulations. That shows that,
Thank you.
yes, you are a professional geographer indeed. And we look forward that you continue to contribute to geographers' transformation and empowerment through spatial intelligence and so on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you,
We look
Victor,
forward to see
Dr.
you
Victor.
again. Yeah, oh, Dr. Sovil Effiong. Oh, good to see you here. Oh, that's great. Thank
yes,
you for
I love
joining.
to have the recording of the material and also the
beautiful. It's live on YouTube. It's live on YouTube. I'm going to share the link right away so that
so that we can
you
learn
can,
more, most especially
everybody can
on
go home
the
and
spatial
share it.
artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
we need to learn more on aspect of
I'm
that.
sharing the link. I'm sharing the link. Is live on YouTube. You can take it and share across and let everyone listen and know that geography it's professionally relevant in the governance. Yeah, thank you very much. We look forward to see you again when we call you for the next distinguished geographers lecture series. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so for ICGN members that are available, just like I dropped a message on the group, we just use the few minutes that we have to interact. Let's know, hear your voices, because this is an opportunity for us to meet. Can I see the hands of those who are ICGN members? Yes, I can see Technopovio. Is it a question or a comment? If you are an ICGN member currently, can I see your digital hand? Yeah, let me hear Technopovio. Is it Technopovio? Can I hear you? Your hand is up. Yes, can I hear you?